Hello, everybody, and welcome to Yoshi Story. So, the thing is if you've been on my channel long enough, then you know that this is something that I've played before, but this was back before I actually had a capture card. We are playing it via the Nintendo 64 function on the Nintendo Switch. So the controls will be a little bit weird, so we'll see if I can actually beat this game like that. But this is my favorite game, okay? I'm not even gonna lie. Like, this is my favorite game. I've beaten it probably a million times. Like, I just absolutely love it. And it'll be nice to actually revisit this game, and then, you know, slowly I can start to phase out just my old recordings, you know, the bad ones, and kind of replace it with something new. So in Yoshi's Story, essentially, what happened was the Happy Tree, which is the center of the Yoshi's world, makes everybody happy and makes them thrive. It was stolen away, and everybody kind of fell under a spell once it was stolen. And then there's eggs that ended up hatching because they were unaffected by the spell. And then they go on an adventure to find the Happy Tree so that they can be happy. And that's pretty much the only thing that there is to this story. It is a kiddie game, alright? There's really no combat. There's not, like, a lot of puzzle solving. There's a little bit, but not much. And essentially your goal is to collect so many fruit per level, and then you are done. And there are some boss fights. The only thing that I don't like about this game is that you can only pick one level per chapter. But I guess that does increase the replayability. So, I mean, that helps, because then you can do multiple playthroughs and then play through all the levels that you maybe haven't played before. There's also time trials, and there's a high score system. So, yeah. Yeah, so it was. They all agreed to rescue the Super Happy Tree. But it is pretty much just as cheesy as other Yoshi games. It kinda, for those that have played Yoshi's Crafted World, this is essentially like the precursor to that. Instead of the Sunstones or whatever they were called, we're going after the Super Happy Tree instead. Which, honestly, I've thought about it, and I might actually go and play Yoshi's Crafted World, maybe start a new file, and play through that again, because that's a really good game. It's a really long game, but it's a really, really good game. So that might actually make it worth it. And there's a couple other games that I want to play as well. So, and then that is all. Alright, so. Oh, I don't want to start from P3. Let's see here. Let's go to options. Clear memory. We're gonna do the continue data. Alright. We're gonna go story mode. Oh yeah! Okay. So, treasure hunt, surprise, rail lift, tower climb. Okay, so this is what I mean. So we can basically only choose one level per. Treasure hunt is adorable. I love tower climb, but there are other tower ones too, I'm pretty sure. So we're just gonna go basic with treasure hunt. So, the light blue Yoshi is my favorite. Okay, so let me see here. That's Sniff. That gets rid of it, okay. Okay. Alright, so this is basically, like I said, this is pretty simple stuff. Alright, so you go around, you collect fruit. You use your eggs, same as normal. Eating enemies, of course, can result in creating eggs. You have your lucky fruit, which is the grape in this case, which gives you full hearts. The flower that you see is our health. So, like, if you wanted to go for, like, the highest score, you would want to get a mixture of your lucky fruit and these melons, because these melons have really high scores. Um, these eggs here, which I'll read it, it'll say, there are 4 missed warps on each course. Find them and wake them up. If other warps are awake, jump on one to warp to another. When a Yoshi is lost, you'll start from the highest numbered warp you have reached. So these are kind of like your checkpoint system, but it also lets you go to other areas, like in the world. So, and there is no time limit on these levels, so that's also good. I'm just so excited for this. I'm not even gonna lie, like, this is like the highlight of my day. Because, again, this is my favorite game. When I was young, I would go to Blockbuster, and, like, yeah, this is what I did. Alright, so this is our first minigame. Oh, so cute. So whenever you get this freaking power up, you can literally just crush everything. You can ground pound, and it'll literally turn everything into your fruit of choice. There we go. And that's first level complete. Now I can beat this game in about an hour. And I've played it so much, it's ridiculous. There's very little in this world that makes me happier than this game. So as you saw, my best was like 11,000 something, and that's because I went for a pure melon run. And so the adventure began. The Yoshi set out to find the super happy tree. Poochie the dog helped out. Not even elephants could stop the Yoshis. So far, so good. If they could stay happy, the tree would be saved. The page turned, and the Yoshis grew happier. Gosh, it's so cute. Okay, so as you can see, there would be 4 levels here, but again, it's kind of just random chance here. So obviously we got the RNG where we only got the 1 level unlocked. So we're going into the Bone Dragon Pit. Let's choose a different Yoshi this time. Let's choose the red one. Now this is not my favorite. This is definitely not my favorite level. Because you got these little shits all over the place. Now you might be wondering why I'm not eating the why I'm not eating those seeds out of the sky. But the reason is because they will actually hurt Yoshi. So certain foods Yoshi cannot actually eat. Like hot peppers, these seeds, there are just some things that Yoshi cannot actually consume. Hi, Poochie. Alright, so another thing that you can do is you can use Poochie, who will help you find stuff. So essentially when Poochie is nearby, there we go. When Poochie is nearby, he will let you in on secrets. He'll essentially tell you that there's something that you're missing, which is really helpful. Also, just in general, you can use Yoshi's nose, and then his sniff pattern will tell you if there's a secret. And sometimes it really is something just kind of stupid, like 2 coins or whatever. Um, so... Okay. But yeah, sometimes it really is something just as simple as like a couple coins. Don't it, really, the coins are just like multipliers for your score. They really don't do much else. Alright, so there's one miswarp. Now I do believe that there is a boss in here. But I'm going to wait. But yeah, I do believe that there's actually a boss in here. There's like a 3-headed Hydra in here somewhere. And we might not even come across him. And I think that's kind of like the... You're not necessarily punished for not playing, like all through the level. You're not punished for it per se. It's more just... Oh my god. Get me up there. Ooh. Oh my gosh. No. There we go. Okay. Phew. I didn't think I was gonna make it. That was scary. But you're not really punished. Is this him? Yep, this is the boss. There we go. Nice. But yeah, you're not actually punished for not exploring the level. It's just you kind of do, like, miss some cute little things that maybe you wouldn't see otherwise. So I know, like, there's several little mini-bosses throughout the levels. And that's really just what they are, is they're mini-bosses. Because they're not actually the main bosses. Because every few chapters, like, depending on the level that you choose, you'll actually have, like, a main boss battle, which will be a lot harder. And it'll have dialogue and everything, so... You know, I've never understood what those are. They're like clockwork freaking chestnuts, and I just do not understand them at all. Now, this game can be a little weird since I'm playing with a Switch controller, and I'm so used to playing with a Nintendo 64 controller. So it's a lot more uncomfortable. Now, this is definitely the part that I don't like. Look at that. One more fruit. Okay, so we have to break through that rock, and then we are nearly done. There aren't very many chapters either. There's literally just 6 chapters. So, like I said, this game's not very long. I think it's a great, like, introductory game. Oh, look at that. There we go. I think it's a great introductory game. Especially for, like, younger children. I wouldn't say, like, young kids, obviously. This isn't, with all the egg throwing and stuff, it's not going to be good for your toddlers, you know. As they continued to look for happiness, the Yoshis got lost in a dark cave. Inside lived a bone dragon. If the Yoshi stayed, they'd surely be eaten. They escaped, of course. No Yoshi wants to become lunch for a dragon. The page turned and the Yoshis grew happier. My whole thing is they just call him Bone Dragon. Okay, let's see what we have here. Cloud Cruising, which I fucking hate, and the Tall Tower. So, Cloud Cruising, literally there's these snakes that you have to climb into the sky with, and yeah, they are horrid. So we are not doing that one. Plus, I think this one actually, yep, this one has the boss. This is my favorite level. Okay, I'm not even kidding. This is my favorite level. I adore this level. I believe one of the secret Yoshis is actually in this level too. So there is a black and white Yoshi. There is a black and white Yoshi that you can find. They are secret. They're kind of like, not really, they're unlockable characters. There you go. But yeah, they are unlockable characters. And I remember I didn't even find them until I was an adult. But I was so excited when I finally found them too. So you see how this one's carrying a pepper? We cannot eat that pepper, otherwise we'll suffer health. It's like dabblage. But I do love this. I love all the platforming. And I believe there's a secret right here. Yes. Can you tell that I've played this a lot? Like, I don't know if you could tell that I played this a lot. Oh, man. But yeah, I actually made a painting once of this level. I used like different, it wasn't even a painting per se, it was like an art piece. And I used like different cloth cutouts and whatnot so that I could like recreate the feeling of this level. Freaking love this level. Yes, I know there's a heart there. No, I don't want to get it. There we go. Now, the only thing that bugs me is when the birds start showing up. Alright. What in the world? Okay, that was weird. We had a little bit of a glitch. That's probably gonna happen from time to time, unfortunately. So I love when the eggs explode because they actually fry the chicken, and that to me is like the funniest thing. But yeah, I could literally just spend hours playing this game, like, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I just thoroughly enjoy this game. Like, if I've had a rough day, and I'm really just not feeling up to par, like, I just would play this game. Yeah, I don't think there's another thing. I know that essentially, like, eventually there's, like, a secret jar that you can find, but... Whoa. We definitely want that. And we definitely want this. Oh man, this is the hardest. Okay, so these tulips essentially will launch you. And so you have to like aim and pull back. And that's the thing. Like you can transform back at any time. So you're like, you can essentially stop your own transformation. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. But if you don't pull it hard enough, then you kind of just flop like that. The switch makes it a lot harder to gauge, like, if you're actually doing it or not, like, properly. Whoa. Damn, too soon. Like, it was a lot easier to test the, it was a lot easier to test the resistance of, like, the Nintendo 64. That's what I meant to say. So he says there's a secret there, but oh well. We are about to die, though. Oh, shit. Okay. So we need to not mess around. Oh, this flower's still not here. Oh, we don't want that. There we go. So whenever you are low on health like that, like, the music does slow down, which is absolutely, like, as a child, it could give you a huge sense of dread. if this is this isn't the one with cloud. Yes, it is. Okay, so leaf cruising is my favorite. I love leaf cruising. It can be a little nerve-wracking because you do have to get off the leaf. You don't obviously like get off of it automatically. Whoa, 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 whoa. The Switch controller does make this a little bit harder because it's not as stiff as the Nintendo 64 controller. Oops. That's not good. So I might have just screwed the pooch on this one. Okay. The only bad part about this is that whenever you do the cloud cruising, or whenever you're floating, you will, the goal here is to do short bursts so that you just go super, super fast. Because we want those melons, we don't need those coins. Speedrun strats, speedrun strats. Come on, we want 7 melons. Come on, we want 7 melons, we want 7 melons. Yeah! Like I said, this is a game that's really good. I don't need all those coins. But this is a game that's really good, but it does have its challenging moments. And plus I love the swooshy sound of the leaf, like so relaxing. And then boss time! The way you know it's gonna be a boss is when it doesn't go to a white screen. I love this guy. Plus the music's just great. Peekaboo, who are you? Peekabee, can't find me. So essentially you are just finding this guy, like that's really all it is. You can see where the screen warps. The birds, you can use them. He's really not subtle, he'll come and find you. Oops, wrong button. So yeah, it's a 3-hit system, same as most bosses in early platformers. The Yoshi saw a tall tower. Maybe they could see a happy ending from there. After a tough climb, the Yoshis found Inviso, waiting for them at the top. With a closer look, they beat the invisible ghost and saw a castle far away. The page turned and the Yoshis grew happier. Now, Cloud Cruising actually has its own boss. Jungle Hut, Jungle Puddle. I do not like Jungle Puddle. We are gonna do Jungle Hut. But yeah, essentially, like, if you were to do Cloud Cruising, you would run into a different enemy that you have to lick to death because it's made out of, like, cotton candy or whatever. Weird as that sounds. Now, I know that there's a certain way to get past these, like, fucking spiders. But I always forget how to do it. Other than just dodging under them and hoping for the best. Oh, that's right, you can just go over the top of them. Whatever. I made it regardless. So this is a multi-layered level, so you essentially have to go through the different pipes, do the different challenges. I think this is one of the levels that actually takes me the most time. Say, they even know it's difficult because they're like, here you go, here's all these hearts, because we know these spiders are annoying. And it doesn't help that the frickin' the pipes aren't the same color either. And then you have these guys, who you can eat. And there's obviously some strategic planning involved, because I'm supposed to be able to use that flower for something, but I don't really remember too much, if I'm being honest. It's more of the, I just run around and see if I can find anything. That's how I've always played this level. I should probably be more strategic in my old age, but, you know. Oh, these guys. So, these guys always tick me off, because you have to knock them off their stilts first. Then you have to freaking go after them. And enemies, like, you can knock them down, but, yeah. Pardon my dogs. But yeah. Alright. I'm supposed to be getting a package today, actually, and I'm kind of excited about it. So Monster Hunter and Zoids, Zoids being another thing I'm just an absolute fanatic about, they actually should be, or not should be, they did do a collaboration with Zoids. Monster Hunter did a collaboration with Zoids. Freaking fantastic. Like, absolutely love it. And so I'm getting a Magnum Mallow kit and a Rathalos kit, because those are the only ones that they actually came out with, which is actually pretty exciting. Now, I don't quite remember. I don't think you get anything for killing all these guys. Like, I'm gonna be honest. I know sometimes if you do defeat all the enemies, you can do that. Also, sometimes if you get all the coins, something will happen as well. Yep. There we go. Nice. Now, so there's no way out this way, so we're gonna go out this way. We're like over halfway. Oh, of course it leads to the still area. Shoot. 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 You know what? Shoot. There we go. Now I believe... Okay, I can come back for that. First, I want to get these obvious fruits. Which I guess I could just come back down here at any time. So let's go ahead and do this. Alright. Now this is the beehive one. Isn't it? No. Yes, it is. Okay, so with the beehives, you have to be extremely slow as to not disrupt them. Because otherwise, they create this, like, giant, hand to stop you. See, they're already agitated. So if I were to try and get past them now, they would create a hand, yep, that tells me to go the other way. Now, if you do fly high enough, you can kind of avoid that, but... Now, I could just eat this fruit and be done with it, but I kind of just want a melon, if I'm being honest. No, but this capture card is really, really cool. It just gives me so much opportunity to really just play the games that I love and, you know, that I have on the Switch that obviously I have no other way to record. And it honestly gives me a chance to go through a lot of my old, like, childhood games and redo a lot of my older videos, too. The Yoshi stumbled upon a hut. They weren't invited, but in they went. Gabon was the owner of the house, and he didn't like uninvited guests. Gabon threw things at the Yoshis, and they were sorry for ever barging in. The page turned, and the Yoshis grew happier. And now we are at the water level. Okay, so lots of jellyfish and lots of fish. I do prefer lots of fish, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. We'll go ahead and play as you. I do love this music. Like, this music is some of my favorites. Oh god, I forgot about the eels. At least they give you, like, lots of health, but... Okay. There we go. There we go. Okay. So that is all we had there. Thank you for the random egg. Anyways. But yeah, no, the capture card is going to allow me to do a lot more things. I can now do Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate, which is actually really cool. The only thing that I don't like is how many cords are involved with the capture card process. You know, the fact that I have to, like, have 2 HDMI cords, a USB, have my whole console in here, like, it's just, it is a lot of stuff. It is a lot of stuff. So, oh god, this thing. I forgot about this thing. That thing is like the thing of nightmares. I mean, I like the noise that it makes, don't get me wrong, but It's just so icky. When the whole world looks like a storybook, and then all of a sudden, like, that thing looks so... It looks more 3D than the other 3D things, at least to me it does anyways. It just wigs me out. Ooh, there's a pipe there. We'll see where that goes. Now, I know that there's like a big water dragon here, but I'm not sure... Oh, right. Now, there really is only just, like, one more fruit. I'm not gonna worry about that last melon. God, this game's so cute. It's just so cute. And like I said, the levels don't last very long. You could literally just beat this game in an hour. So, this was chapter 5. We're literally on the last chapter. So, we're only at 37 minutes. So, like I said, I could beat this game in about an hour. I might actually beat my other score. Not that I was going for a high score or nothing, but... The deep, wide ocean would not be an easy swim, but the Yoshis dove in. For the first time in their lives, the Yoshis swam to the ocean floor. After reaching the shore, the Yoshis found their story coming to a close. The page turned and the Yoshis grew happier. How cute. Alright, so this is the level where we lose it all. So literally, the game doesn't even really get hard until this point. And this is basically where you're gonna lose it at some point. There's a lot of puzzle solving, there's a lot of like traps that are like darn near insta-kills. There's a lot of perfect platforming that needs to be done. There's giant knives. But I love this music though. You can hear Bowser's little yell in the background. Have to wait for it to come back. There we go. And these things are fast. Whoa. Knives don't play around. Whoa. The thing is I normally ignore... Oh god, these cogs. So these cogs, if you land like right in the middle, you're fine. But your Yoshi will start to slide backwards. That's because these cogs move. And they are a pain because they move and they move fast. So just an example. This is where like I lose like 90% of my Yoshis. And it is because of these freaking cogs. Because they will instantly throw you off. Like, no question asked. Like, I think even now, like, as a child, like, I still get so nervous. Okay, and then these cogs, if you get pinched in between them, you will die. So like I said, this place is full of insta-deaths. Whoa. And when Yoshi bounces off of something, you basically have this huge rebound. So that could have easily knocked me into something unpleasant. Come back over here. Come back over here. I want that watermelon. Thank you. After you eat the fruit, they fly away, which is very convenient. I know I skipped a lot of fruits, but I don't want to stay on that cog. There we go. So that was essentially a secret area. He has this dude. And he will just drop this shit on you. So this guy, you gotta let him pick it up, and then you're supposed to, like, go under real quick. There you go. Same with this dude. That's not what I meant to do. There we go. So they don't actually turn into anything. There we go. That made me a lot more nervous than it should have. Phew. But yeah, you can't eat the black Shy Guys, which I don't know why they made it that way. But I think it's kind of silly. Also this. So this thing is supposed to be in 3D. You can obviously go forwards and backwards. If you go backwards too much, you will fall off the world and you will die. The perspective of it is really, really weird, and it troubled me so much when I was a kid. Oh yeah, that's an insta-kill if you get smushed, so... 5 more fruit. But yeah, so it's pretty much like the cogs, it's just, you want to get off these things as soon as possible. One more fruit. There we go. Alright, we are at 44 minutes, 17 seconds. And look who stole the super happy tree. What have we here? Mario's little pet. I have pets too. Let's all play together. Play nice, you wimpy pet. I hate guests who throw bombs at my ceiling. So, the goal is you're supposed to throw bombs at the ceiling, but if you just eat the freaking, like... If you just eat this, really, you can throw, freaking eggs. And you can hit him with the freaking fireworks of the eggs. And you don't need the bombs. There we go. That one took a little long. Bow, 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 bow. Here's my poem. I'm the king, you dino guy. I'll smash you now, so say goodbye. Oh, yeah. So this is kind of like same premise. It's a 3-hit. Obviously, the tree gives you some, whoa. The tree gives you some help in that regard. There we go. Yeah, well, this hurts. I hate you puny little Yoshis. I'll give you back your super stupid tree. Besides, its fruits taste rotten to me. And then his little minions carry him away. And he gets carried off to his tower. Poor baby Bowser. Never stood a chance. But yeah, no, I originally played this game on my YouTube channel, like way back. And my first bloopers reel actually included all the times I died in this game. So... Alright, we're just gonna go ahead and just put Sam. But yeah, like I said, this game, just in general, super nostalgic, just something that I absolutely adore. Like I said, when I first started YouTube, like way back, you know, I really just wanted to showcase all the retro games in my life, the games that I grew up with and that I treasured, because I honestly felt like older games weren't represented enough. And, you know, I saw people playing what was new and what was trendy, but I didn't see a lot of people playing what really just caught them in the feels, you know? I never saw people really playing the stuff that was, like, super nostalgic. And occasionally someone would, right? They'd pick up an old game, but it was always something that was, like, super rare, super niche, and it was harder to find people just playing the classics and just enjoying them without having to make it something special, right? People would do all these challenges, speed runs, they'd mod the games or something like that to make it more interesting. But for me, I wanted to do something that was a little bit more raw, right? I wanted to do something that was a little bit more bare. And so when I started my YouTube channel, not only was it a way for me to kind of combat my depression, because I was really depressed at the time, but honestly, it was a way for me to kind of just showcase, like, what my childhood was like what games I grew up with that were, like, super precious to me, that really meant a lot to me. And so Yoshi's story was, like, one of the ones that I was, like, that was the first thing I wanted to showcase. I had a whole Yoshi playlist, you know, idea going. And with Yoshi being my favorite Nintendo character, right, this game was, like, supposed to be the front runner for that, you know? For my love of Yoshi and just how much it meant to me as a kid and how excited this game got me whenever I got to rent it for the weekend from Blockbuster. So playing this game really just kind of reminds me of when I started this YouTube channel, you know, 10 plus years ago. You know, it's something special. It's something special. It's something, like, near and dear to my heart. And I love it. And I am so thankful that I get to, like, do this as a hobby. You know, I don't care that I don't make money off of it. This is ultimately for me. This is ultimately for me. It's for the people that enjoy my content. It's for, like I said, it's just a gamer girl having a feels day. And this game, like, oh my gosh, so nostalgic. And you can't be upset while playing this game. This is just pure happiness. 'Cause look at this. All's well that ends well. The Yoshis had broken Bowser's spell. The super happy tree was back. They jumped for joy with their fruity snack. These poems are bad. And the Yoshis lived happily ever after. The happy end. So cute. But anyways, that is all I have. I'm not going to go through the credits just because, you know, like I said, it's just not something that's necessary. But anyways, that's all I have for this one. I'm not really going to come back unless other people want to see the other levels, and then I might show off the other levels just because there are some really, really cool ones in here. And if people want more content, they can let me know. If you want me to go look for the secret Yoshis, I can show you where those are at and things like that. But ultimately, if you like this video, leave a like. And if you enjoy this sort of content, like old N64 games or things like that, just let me know in the comment section down below. And if you've never played this game, or if you just want to talk about Yoshi and how great Yoshi is, I mean, let me know. But thank you guys so much for your continued support on my channel, and as always, I will see you guys in the next video. Alright, ciao you guys.